Hi, my name is Paola Lopez, and now I am going to talk to you about my research study, which is about the misuse of authentic reading materials for the fifth grade in a school located in Andalusia 1. So now let me introduce my problem statement. The issue begins in a rural community located in Carretera Vieja de León, called Nandayosi 1. In this rural community, there is a primary school, and the teacher who teach the fifth grade of this primary school does not use reading materials, authentic reading materials. As we know, reading materials or authentic ones help us to develop creativity and also to catch the attention of the students. And actually, it helps us to develop the class and give them like a clear idea of what we are learning. In this case, the teacher doesn't have a book that maybe help him as base to teach their class, and actually he's not making uses of newspapers or magazines or maybe comics that help them to get the students in the way of uh, develop uh, this skill, which is the reading. In this case, thanks to a preliminary observation, we could find that the teacher does not use the book, and actually most of the time students are kind of lost, related to what they are doing or what we have to do. We could see actually that in some cases the teacher even do not have flashcards or images or some visual aids that help him to develop the class. Most of the cases the students are not sure about what they are learning too. So this is our issue. It is the teacher is misusing or is not using reading teaching materials to develop his class. Now it's time to talk about our research questions. Since our research is the type exploratory because we want to know more about how the students feel, how they perceive the classes, and how we can find a solution for this, and actually to know how the misuse of reading materials affect the learning process. So our research question is how teachers at Nandayosi School are using authentic reading materials to engage students in learning to read in English. We select that question because we want to know more about why or how the teacher is using the authentic reading materials, or maybe why it's not using it. For the literature review, we got some ideas or quotes from the whole project, because I thought that these are the most important. These 5 ideas that you are watching right now are taken from some researches, actually, that some studies that have been made about the topic. As you can see, we have um, quotes from Norman, Osborne, Dole, and so on. So these 5 key ideas that we have here are the most important. I mean, they are that I consider the most important to support our research.
For the last part of our research study, we have the research methodology. For the research methodology, we have 25 participants, who 24 of them are students and one is the English teacher. Then we have the instruments, which are a focus group, an interview with the teacher, and a class observation. The focus group was made with the students. It was made in order to know how the students feel related to the using the reading materials, and if they think they are useful or not. Then we have the interview with the teacher. This interview was made in order to know if the teacher know about the authentic reading materials, if he had some experience with them, or what he knows about it. And then we have a class observation. The class observation was made in order to see if the teacher used reading materials and how the students react to this. Then we have the procedure. For the procedure, it was, first of all, we have to watch in the reality and study the school and know more about the context. Then we have to explore a little bit, and we have decided to create an study, a research study about the misuse of the authentic reading materials. After that process, we have to write the problem statement. In this part, we have to settle exactly what is the issue about. After the problem statement, it comes the research question, and then after the research question, who is the question who is gonna guide our research. It was time to find theories and researches that have been made about our topic. In this case is the literature review. After the literature review, we have to continue with the creation of some instruments. In that instrument that I mentioned it before, the focus group, the interview, and the observation guide. After getting the information through the instruments, we have to analyze it and interpret the answers. By doing that, we finally made a conclusion. As a constraint, we have just one, in which was the most important. That is that UCA students are not allowed to enter to public schools. So for that reason, we got a little of problems to enter and got information from our research study. That's all for today. Thank you so much.